Lesson 1. You don't have to see it to believe it. God created us in an act of faith. He didn't have any model to understand how to make the sky and the earth or the waters and the living things. He had faith and he said, "Let it be," and so it did. As human beings, we are created in God's image, which means we are a product of faith. That is, we should be living the way our Father in heaven leads us, and that is through an act of faith. Since the first man falls into sin, our nature of faith has disappeared and we no longer trust God to lead us. Instead, our needs and wants drive our ambitions to where we can only see it, and by seeing, we believe we can achieve something. Two important things will lead us to achieve more in this life and the life to come. The things which all the great people of the Bible have stood by. It is trust and obedience. To achieve it, you don't need 20% or 65%. You need 100% of trusting and obeying to have a life of success that is strong and stable, not needing anything. The same thing which was required by the first man but in which he failed is the same thing that God requires from us so we can live a life that He desires for us. The more we depend on our knowledge and skills, or our spouse or bosses, or the government, the more we get limited and face different struggles. This will end up in frustration, which keeps ruining our growth and a chance to make a better life for us and the people around us. Our God is unchanging. His words are true, and His promises are eternal. The same thing He required from the first man is the same He wants from us, and the blessing He promised from the beginning is the same blessing He will provide us. He's not influenced by the changing of the situation, technology, or the policies of the nations and economy. He is above all. Trusting and obeying is not a quick result game. The fact that we obey for a day or two, then get frustrated when nothing happens. It is an act of faith accompanied with actions that become our lifestyles, dwelling every day into God's promise and leadership. God knows without Him we can do nothing, and with Him we have everything. The more we keep practicing it, the more we become more and more like Him, where we have everything and lack nothing. The Proverbs states clearly in chapter 3 verse 5 to 6, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." God is not human for Him to lie or give up on you. No matter how good or bad your situation, you can have now a clear and strong direction towards your life if you start to trust and obey.